I'd like to welcome you to the University of Michigan-Dearborn 2024 Alumni Difference Makers Awards. What a beautiful day it is to speak about the enormity of what this fine institution has meant to me. The University of Michigan-Dearborn is a university that operates in excellence in teaching, learning, research, and scholarship. Our big brother may be in Ann Arbor, and we are all tried and true and proudly maize and blue, but here in Dearborn, this beautiful university allows for a transformative education and a transformative student. You don't leave here without changing, growing, and leaning into introspective conversations, which is a byproduct this intimate campus allows. As a student, I found it rich in opportunities for collaboration and engagement with my peers and professors. It's the university's mission to prepare graduates to become thoughtful citizens who ask the hard questions and beckon us all to work together to devise and implement solutions. For those of us who attended U of M-Dearborn, we know why it was an outstanding option, because the numbers speak strong. Here are a few. Out of Michigan State universities, U of M-Dearborn ranks number 4 in median annual earnings for graduates. Now that's pretty good. The faculty-student ratio is 1:16. I had a chance to have transparent, meaningful conversations with my professors and build long-lasting friendships with my classmates. Our university is the number one, uno, regional public university in Michigan for social mobility. Now, what that means, let's applaud that one. Now, what this means is how a person's socioeconomic situation improves relative to that of their parents, and I can personally attest to that. I have a beautiful lineage of loving, hard-working relatives. My mother, grandmother, great-grand were all domestics. They went to work, they worked hard every day, and I never heard them complain. Well, I kind of did, because they were like, you're not going to do that for a living. So as one of the first to graduate from college, and I graduated here from this fine university, it set a roadmap of change with consistency of hard work that my mother amplified. My daughter graduated from the University of Michigan Ross School of Business, and my son has a degree in information technology from the school that shall not be named tonight. And so it set into course this whole rigor of work, having finances to build and move on to your family and to your community and service. The Michigan family has been good to me and my family, but it started here at the University of Michigan-Dearborn. It is this dedication to investing in people, programs, and processes, which is why the output has been an intricate network of leaders across the globe, some of whom we celebrate here tonight. I am honored to be here this evening to toast our 2024 Difference Makers and welcome them back home. Yes, welcome back. For 45 years, we have recognized nearly 300 alumni, all of whom are a testament that the University of Michigan-Dearborn produces victors who create a positive impact, not only in their workplace, but also in their communities and personal lives. Equipped with a world-class education that combines academic excellence with real-world experiences, our graduates go on to build businesses, pursue successful careers in medicine and law, and lead nonprofit organizations. They mentor U of M-Dearborn students, recruit fellow graduates, and hire University of Michigan-Dearborn student interns. Tonight, you'll hear just a snippet of the accomplishments that these awardees have had. Please be sure to read their entire biographies in the event program for an in-depth look into the difference they are making in their communities. All of the alumni difference makers continue the legacy of leadership that has defined the University of Michigan-Dearborn. They make us proud of our alma mater and what is nurtured on this campus. This is also exemplified by our campus leadership, who are joining us today. Chancellor Domenico Grasso. Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, Gabriella Scarlata. Vice Chancellor of External Relations, Ken Kettleby. Vice Chancellor of Institutional Advancement, Cassandra Ulbrich. Vice Chancellor for Information Technology and Chief Strategy Officer, Carrie Shoemaker. Dean of the College of Art, Sciences, and Letters, Dagmar Budakova. Dean of the College of Business, Frederic Brunel. Dean of the College of Education, Health, and Human Services, Ann Lampkin Williams. Dean of the College of Engineering and Computer Science, Gusha Critley. Each one of our colleges represents a unique facet of this great campus. To honor our talented graduates, each of the college's deans will present an Alum of the Year award. These awards honor graduates who have shown outstanding professional accomplishments in their field and demonstrated public service and leadership. To announce our first award, we will hear from the Professor of Geography and Dean of the College of Arts, Science, and Letters, Dagmar Budakova.
Hello, everyone. I am immensely thrilled to be here for the Alumni Difference Makers Awards. Our multifarious undergraduate and graduate academic programs reflect our commitment to leadership, learning, and student success. Our 2024 Castle Alum of the Year, Eric Nemeth, is a prime example of the impact that a Castle degree can have on our graduates and their futures. Eric Nemeth, a partner at Varnum, leads the tax planning, compliance, and litigation practice team. He has extensive experience in tax law, civil and criminal matters, and complex financial investigations. Eric represents businesses, individuals, and entities in IRS, FBI, Homeland Security, and other law enforcement investigations. His prior roles include senior trial lawyer for IRS Chief Counsel and special assistant U.S. attorney with multiple performance awards. He also served in the U.S. Army as a judge advocate. Eric is a recognized lecturer and author. He has been named the Business Magazine's top lawyers in tax law each year since 2011. He was also inducted into the Michigan Lawyers Weekly Hall of Fame in 2024. His professional affiliations include the American Bar Association and the Detroit Veterans Bar Association. Eric and his wife Paula have been longtime supporters of UM-Dearborn, hosting alumni events, establishing scholarships, and mentoring students. He has also held leadership positions on campus, including being the co-chair for the Victors for Michigan campaign and a member of the Castle Dean's Advisory Board. Let's pause for a moment to hear more about Eric and how he has inspired those around him.
Eric is accomplished in every field of his life. It's an inspiration how he's able to combine the pinnacle of professional success, managing a large law practice, being a trusted advisor to many important and influential people, while maintaining a grounding, a recollection of where he came from, his background in Southwest Detroit.
Eric's inspiring story as a first-generation student from Southwest Detroit and his passionate advocacy of our campus led Chancellor Dan Little to select Eric as champion for our last capital campaign. And his advocacy on behalf of our students was so effective that we crushed the campaign goal that we set for student aid fundraising.
Eric is a great ambassador for the U of M-Dearborn. He's just made the community a better place, and during all of his activities, he keeps U of M-Dearborn in the forefront and makes sure that people are aware of its mission and accomplishments and how it sets students up for success as leaders in their communities.
Eric, you embody the drive, persistence, and stick-to-itivity that defines our student body and alumni. You are a model for what a real family man is. Thank you for your friendship and your leadership.
Eric, it's been fun being a friend and partner of yours for 40 years, and I wish you nothing but the best and know you'll continue to serve the community. And thank you for being a UM-Dearborn difference maker.
So as you can see, Eric Nemeth exemplifies what it means to be an alumni difference maker. Please join me in celebrating Eric, this year's 2024 College of Arts, Sciences, and Letters Alum of the Year.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the very kind remarks and special recognition. There is hope for the B students in the world out there. I want to share this award with my wife, Paula. We met on this campus, and she saw something in a scruffy guy from Delray in Detroit, dressed in hiking boots, flannel shirt, jeans, and drove an old post office Jeep, those little box ones. And I parked cars to pay the bills. She's always supported me and I her in our collective journey. Thank you, Paula. I also want to recognize my mother and brother. In particular, my brother, Christopher, graduated from U of M-Dearborn in 1976 and worked on the campus for several years in public safety before he went on to his larger career. They're no longer with us physically, but they are in spirit with me. I also want to thank the many wonderful people at U of M, of my U of M-Dearborn family that I've had the pleasure in collaborating with over the last 10 years or so when I kind of got reconnected to the campus, particularly Diane, who is very persistent. I just returned from Italy last night, as a matter of fact, and spent time in Florence and Bologna in particular, went with my family. They're home to some of the oldest universities in the world, at least the Western world. And as we were walking around, I noticed the groups of returning or new students from around the world to go to school there. And their excitement, perhaps frustrations, and most of all their curiosity really gave you hope for the future. And those were all things I experienced in some way in we're going to cross that out on the alumni thing. But the thirst for knowledge continues. In my own family this year, two young ladies went off to start their university experiences. And what I noticed not only was their excitement about learning, but their family's excitement for them. It's so key. Nobody makes this journey alone. And I think that's the message for all of us here. Nobody got here alone, and hopefully we're carrying that on. I said it years ago, U of M-Dearborn is a transformative place. It is a gateway to show people and their families what is possible. The collective challenge is to keep the proverbial torch lit and pass on the light. I humbly accept this recognition on behalf of the countless Castle alumni that have made their own impact and will continue to do so. Thank you very much.
Now to present the College of Business Alum of the Year Award, please welcome to the stage Professor and Dean of the College of Business, Frederic Brunel.
Very good evening, everybody. When I meet new students or prospective students to the college, I often try to tell them what a business education is about. And I try to articulate for them that a business education will allow you to create growth for the world, to do good for the world, and to solve problems that really matter. As we recognize this recipient tonight, you will see how this has come true in our own life. We don't just recognize an alum of the year. We don't just recognize a nominee professional achievement, but we are going to recognize our power to inspire, a power to propel, and a power to lead by example. All things I was just trying to inspire these new students with. When we turn our attention to the remarkable journey of Adele Prenducci, a career and commitment exude every one of these exceptional qualities we are discussing. Adele is a double UM-Dearborn alumna. She's a senior area manager for local government and community affairs for ITC Holding Corp. In this role, she developed strategy in Southeast Michigan, fostering relationships with community and advancing ITC's philanthropic priorities. Previously, she has held leadership position in IT, and she's a certified project management professional. Adele also serves on several nonprofit boards, including the Detroit Economic Growth Corporation and the River Raising National Battlefield Park Foundation. But she also founded Mission U, a nonprofit aiding families in need, which included building a home for a disabled family in her country of origin, Albania. At UM-Dearborn, she was active in the Golden Key International Honor Society and the Victors for Michigan campaign. This next part is a little more painful. Adele earned an MBA from Wayne State, where she served as vice president of the Alumni Association Board. We forgive you for this temporary misstep. She's a Leadership Detroit Class 40 alumna, a 2019 Oakland County 40 Under 40 honoree, and one of Michigan's 2021 Most Valuable Millennials by Corp magazine. Wow. Recently, she went to a small local college called Harvard Business School for a leadership program development. It is clear, that's not me, it's clear to see why Adele is a difference maker in her field, in her community, and everything she's been touching. So let's hear a few more words about the impact that Adele has had in the people in her life.
I met Adelaida the first time back in 2003 at University of Michigan-Dearborn. We started becoming friends, and I started calling her Adela just like the rest of her family. So flourished ever since, and we became best friends.
So I met Adele 20 plus years ago when she was a student at UM-Dearborn, and she had applied for an internship, and I remember reviewing her resume and being mesmerized the amazing things that this young individual had done.
I really love that she is so ambitious and she is very hardworking and she's very tough. I know that she's not one of those people who likes to give up. She likes to push through and get things done even though there's, huge challenges standing in front of her. So that's what I love and admire about her.
Adele is an inspirational person all around. If she sets a goal, she will get that goal. She is very determined. She gives back to her community. She believes in her family and she puts her family first. And that is just her true love and passion for her. The people and her family are amazing.
I am so honored and humbled to be your friend. You're one of my role models, you know that, and I congratulate you on this award. Sorry, my tears, you know how I am. Love you and miss you very much.
Adele, I am so proud of you and so amazed at your accomplishments and your continual efforts to invest in yourself and all of those around you. I'm so proud to know you through these 20 years. You're an amazing woman, you're an amazing daughter, you're an amazing mother, and you will continue to grow. And I truly believe the sky is the limit for you. I look forward to being a part and watching your success now and in the future. Congratulations. And thank you for being a UM-Dearborn difference maker.
Adele, congratulations on being named the 2024 College of Business Alumni or Alum of the Year. It is so deserved. You make us proud. Please join me in welcoming her to the stage.
Good evening. I wish I could have done this before the video because my makeup now is ruined, but it's such an honor to be here tonight, and it's so humbling to be acknowledged by the institution that has shaped my journey. Looking back, I realize how much I grew here, both personally and professionally. I'm incredibly grateful for the professors, mentors, and friends who supported me along the way. A special thanks to the university faculty and staff for throwing this amazing event. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. And thank you to the school for fostering an environment that encourages curiosity, celebrates diversity, and builds future leaders. This award isn't just about me. It belongs to everyone, especially my family over there. It's all of their sacrifices summed up to tonight. And to my parents, especially my mom, who's been an educator for over 20 years, and she's been such an inspiration to my sisters and I. And then my sisters, my youngest sister is actually University of Michigan-Dearborn alumni as well. And I have my nephew and niece. My nephew wanted to follow me here. Also, I want to thank my former manager, mentor, friend of over 20 years. Thank you for being here and for your support. And my best friend, she lives in Virginia. That's why she couldn't be here. I'm just so grateful because I met her here, actually in the hallways of the School of Business, the old building. We bonded over our shared Balkan heritage. It's just incredible because we're not only getting this world-class education, but we're making these lifetime relationships and friendships. For example, you met your wife, I met my best friend. It's just incredible place to be in. And as an Albanian American immigrant and the first in my family to attend school in the US, I've always felt a responsibility to create opportunities for others in similar circumstances. Whether through mentorship or advocacy, I believe real change happens when we uplift one another. And that's why I would like to urge my fellow alumni and leaders to use your voice to make an impact on issues that matter. Whether it's advancing equality, promoting inclusion, social justice, or caring for our planet, we all have the power to create meaningful change, not just in our careers, but in the world. So I want to thank you again for this incredible honor. I'm proud to be part of this community. I look forward to the future we'll shape together, and go blue. Thank you.
wonderful evening. Next, please join me in welcoming the Dean of the College of Education, Health, and Human Services, Ann Lampkin-Williams.
At the University of Michigan-Dearborn, we are an active partner in addressing the challenges our communities face. So when it came time to select this year's College of Education, Health, and Human Services Alum of the Year, we chose an individual who is using her education and skills to make our communities a better place to live, work, and go to school. Kamara Gardner is dedicated to serving marginalized communities and advocating for equity in public health. While at UM-Dearborn, she held leadership roles in the Black Student Union, Mental Health and Wellness Peer Mentor Program, and Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. In 2020, Kamara was named a UM-Dearborn Student Difference Maker. After graduating from UM-Dearborn in 2021, Kamara earned a master's in public health with a certificate in injury science from the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. She is currently a mental health project manager at the University of Michigan, working to create a holistic public health-informed mental health delivery system. Previously, she was assistant program coordinator at the Wayne County Health Department's Emergency Preparedness Unit, leading initiatives during the COVID-19 pandemic and other crises. Kamara advances the values of UM-Dearborn's College of Education, Health, and Human Services by volunteering with local mental health nonprofits and aiming to create safe, accessible, and sustainable spaces for overlooked identities. Let's hear a bit more about Kamara from those close to her.
I'm most inspired by Kamara's quiet confidence, and I'm inspired by her ability to harness public health training with meaningful public health action.
Kamara inspires me so much. She is just so focused on making sure everybody's mental health is going well, and she's always making sure that everybody around her feels special.
I think one of the most defining moments in my relationship with Kamara was seeing her become a peer mentor for the Dearborn campus's Mental Health and Wellness Committee. I think really championing mental health, eliminating the shame and stigma around struggling with those issues has really helped students perform at their highest level. And Kamara was really central in kicking off that initiative here.
I think Kamara is so deserving of this award because she not only excels in everything professionally, but she excels in everything personally. And she always goes out of her way to do community service and make sure that, the community is feeling the love that she gives to the world. Kamara, as you know, I'm always so proud of you. Everything that you do, you excel in. You have so much love and support behind you, and I'm so thankful to be a part of that. I'm so grateful to know you, and I just can't wait to continue watching you succeed every day.
We look forward to you continuing to be brave, to be humble, to serve the community, and for all of your work to be centered on eliminating health inequalities and health disparities. The future is bright indeed because of your role in it. And thank you for being a UM-Dearborn difference maker.
Kamara's made a big impact on those she inspires, which is why we are honored to recognize her as the 2024 College of Education, Health, and Human Services Alum of the Year. Congratulations, Kamara.
was a little bit emotional for me. I did not know who was going to be on that video. I want to start off by saying, first of all, good evening, everyone. I'm very honored to receive this award from an institution that I proudly call home, where my college journey began and where I really began to find myself and figure out what impact I want to make on the world. I want to start by thanking my incredible support system, my mother, my brother, my partner, Devin, my mentor, Nicole Burnside, my professor, Dr. Terry Laws, and those who couldn't make it today, my mentor, Acadia, Ivana, and anyone else. You've each been so inspiring and uplifting and encouraging to me within my professional and personal journey, and you are each the exact reason why I'm standing here today. I also want to give a special thank you to my family for their unwavering support and for always grounding me and providing me with a sense of laughter and love in both my high and low moments of life. In closing, I encourage everyone to believe in themselves, hold on to hope, and stay true to your craft. Thank you, go Blue, and go Dearborn.
Beautiful. For the next award, please welcome Professor of Industrial and Manufacturing Systems Engineering and Dean of the College of Engineering and Computer Science, Ghassan Critley.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our home in the College of Engineering and Computer Science. Since we got established about 65 years ago, our College of Engineering and Computer Science achievements have been bolstered by a team of skilled faculty, dedicated staff, and immersive learning experiences. But it goes without saying that our students and alumni put us over the top. They're the epicenter of our contributions to tackling and solving real-world challenges. May Russell, a 1998 grad, is a seasoned technology executive and digital and IT corporate officer. She's currently serving as the Chief Digital Transformation Executive at Toyota Motor Company. She's responsible for revolutionizing the enterprise for the future. Prior to Toyota, May was the Chief Digital and Information Officer at Fortune Brands, overseeing digital transformation, product engineering, cybersecurity, data and IT simplification and operations. She also holds a pending patent in smart home IoT, or Internet of Things, for digital access technologies. May spent 20 years at Ford Motor Company, culminating as Chief Technology Officer of Ford Cloud Commercial Solution and Global Head of Connected Vehicle Services. She built a global software engineering organization of over 2,000 engineers and founded the Ventilator Exchange Software, an AI-based ventilator logistics software during the COVID-19 epidemic, which was in collaboration with FEMA, the American Hospital Association, and the White House. As a strong advocate for women in technology, May is the Chief Mission Officer for K-12 at the Michigan Council of Women in Technology, funding programs like Girls Rocket and Girls Solve It, it's standing for IT. And May has previously served as co-chair of the visiting committee of the college, and I'm really grateful for her contribution and support to me personally as dean since I got the position and got the pleasure of meeting May. Well, let's hear a bit more about May and all her inspiring achievements in industry and from giving back to UM-Dearborn students every step of her way.
May, I think that you're so deserving of winning this award because you blend in your daily life give back. It's easy to go to work every day, work hard, but you're always thinking about giving to others. You're giving back to your team, you're inspiring them, you're making them better along the way. So the K through 12 programs that she's in charge of are to kind of give girls a spark and an interest in the tech industry. And then she's inspired the hundreds of girls that have gone through this program.
She's pleasant to work with. She's a human being. She's somebody you trust with. She's accountable. She's sincere. She works hard. She works long hours. She also has fun. She cares about people. Obviously, she cares about timelines and delivery and content. She grew up in the management chain, but she kept her hands-on approach with all the technology and very close to the work that the team did. Basically, to sum it up, May is phenomenal.
May, I'd like to congratulate you for this award. It is so deserving. And I also want to thank you for your friendship, your leadership, your mentorship, not only to me, but all of the women and girls in Michigan through MCWT, through the organizations that you've worked at, and we're just so proud of you.
May, thank you so much for each and every moment you've spent with me, each and every conversation we have had on the phone. We are, we were, and we will be two friends, and that means a lot. You're truly deserving, and big congratulations, and I love you. And thank you for being a UM-Dearborn difference maker.
May, congratulations again.
Wow, I too did not know who would be up on that screen or that there would be videos. Okay, I'm a little shorter than Dr. Creedley, so I'm going to take this down a little bit. I am profoundly humbled to receive this award from the University of Michigan-Dearborn, an institution that has shaped not just my career, but my whole life. I stand here today not for any success, but as a product of the collective. Any achievement is not my own. It is the result of standing on the shoulder of giants, of those who have come before me and those who have surrounded me. We do not rise alone. We rise because we are lifted by others. First, I must honor my parents, who are right here today, who, in the pursuit of a better future for their children, left behind their home, their family, and everything they knew, and immigrated to this great country. To them, I owe everything. Thank you. Thank you. To my beloved husband, who I also met on the campus of U of M-Dearborn, my children, my sisters, and their children who are here today. Thank you for your unwavering love and support. You've been my constant and steady shoulders that have carried me through every challenge and late night. To my dear friends here with us today, who I also met on the campus of U of M-Dearborn. To my mentors, some of who you saw today, and to the university, this incredible community. I owe a debt of gratitude for not only imparting knowledge, but for fostering a space for friendship, for wisdom, and for lifelong connection. This place is more than a university. It is a family and a community that continues to shape and inspire. Like others who have stood on this stage, I leave you with this thought. Each of us holds within us the power to be a catalyst for others. We bear the privilege. No, we bear the responsibility to be the shoulder that someone else stands on, to be the inspiration, the guide, the light in someone's path. This is how we progress as a people, how we build a future worthy of those who came before us and those who will follow. Let us each commit to being that force, that shoulder for someone else. For it is through enabling others that we enable the very best of humanity. And thank you.
So inspiring, all of these winners. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful night. Next is the Alumni Service Award, which honors someone who has shown leadership and service to the Office of Alumni Engagement, our alumni body, and students. It recognizes an alum who has distinguished themselves by the energy, effort, and creativity they demonstrate in supporting U of M-Dearborn. To present this next award, please join me in welcoming Vice Chancellor of Institutional Advancement, Cassandra Albridge, to the stage.
Well, good evening, everybody. First of all, before I get started, I just want to take a moment of personal privilege. And, I do have the honor of serving as the Vice Chancellor for Institutional Advancement, and it's my area, this team, that puts this event together. And so I want to be able to thank those that work in institutional advancement. If all of you could raise or just wave your hand so we could say a big thank you for putting on such a wonderful event. So within the Office of Institutional Advancement, we are honored to get to know our closest volunteers through their continued commitment to serving our students and our community. Daniel Patterson, a partner at Fenner, Mellstrom, and Dooling, is a licensed CPA with over 33 years of public accounting experience. He specializes in assisting entrepreneurial, privately held businesses and advises clients on personal tax matters and business transition planning. Dan is an active member of the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Michigan Association of Certified Public Accountants. At U of M-Dearborn, Dan is a past member of the Alumni Society Board, contributing to alumni engagement initiatives with his leadership and strategic insights. He actively participates in alumni and student mentoring programs, providing invaluable guidance to our students. Dan's commitment extends to supporting scholarships, hiring interns and recent graduates, attending alumni events, and fostering a connected alumni community. In 2020, U of M-Dearborn and the Association of Fundraising Professionals of Metro Detroit honored Dan as a National Philanthropy Day honoree, recognizing his deep pride in his alma mater and his positive impact on the community. It's easy to understand why Dan is a true difference maker in his field. Let's take a moment to hear how he has inspired the lives of those around him.
Dan inspires me because he is such a well-rounded Michigan man. He loves his family, he loves his job, and he loves Michigan. And he's very dedicated to all of those things.
Dan inspires me to be positive every day. Dan's always upbeat and positive. So even if you're kind of in a bad mood, he'll notice it right away and ask you if everything's okay. So it's just, he brightens everything up.
Dan leads by example by hiring our students, whether they're interns or when they graduate and become alumni, but really showcasing great work that a UM-Dearborn degree and the difference that it can make within the community.
Dan is deserving of this award because he puts his heart and soul into everything. He gives 110%. He does a lot of networking and helps build the firm, outside of work. So I feel he's deserving of this award in everything that he does.
Dan, congratulations on being UM-Dearborn's 2024 Alumni Service recipient. It is so very deserved, and it has been a long time coming. So congratulations, and thank you for all that you do for UM-Dearborn.
Dan, congratulations on this award. I enjoy working with you every day. I appreciate you hiring me. It's fun to work with you. I look at all the successes we've had, all the people that we've hired, all the fun that we try to bring to the organization, and you, again, are so well deserving of this award. Congratulations. And thank you for being a UM-Dearborn difference maker.
Dan, we are forever grateful for your unwavering support of U of M-Dearborn. Congratulations on being the 2024 U of M-Dearborn Alumni Service Award recipient. Please welcome Dan to the stadium.
Okay, wow. That was a pleasant surprise. I didn't know any of that was going on. Rebecca and Christina, nice job. I like the being rewarded for hiring you. Right? That's the best. I guess that's the best way to get recognition, isn't it? Well, geez, good evening, everyone. This truly is humbling, as the honorees before me have said. It really, truly is an honor to be in a room with so many distinguished award recipients and people who have accomplished a heck of a lot more than I have in a lot less time, that's for sure. I do want to thank Christina right off the top for probably being very, very instrumental in making this happen. I also want to thank my guests here tonight, my lovely wife Nicole, and my son Colin and daughter Mila. You may notice by my graduation date and the fact that I have an 11 and an 8-year-old, I waited quite a long time to start a family, but it's the best thing I ever did, and they lift me up and they provide service to me every day. Also, my Aunt Joanne, my second mother, is here. And my cousin Sandra, who's also a U of M-Dearborn graduate, the daughter, or the sister rather, that I never had. Thank you for coming. A couple people that I wish could be here tonight, in particular my mother and my father, both have passed. I lost my father in March of this year, and he truly was my inspiration and my hero. He was the first one in his family to get a college degree. He worked all day and then went to school at night. He got himself an accounting degree from the University of Detroit, and there was really not a question whether me and my two younger brothers were going to get college degrees. That it was just only a matter of when and where. He was very, very serious about passing that on to the next generation and us keeping that going. He certainly wouldn't, in 1985 when I graduated from high school, I'm sure that he did not think that I would ever be on this stage accepting a service award. I was not at the top of my class in high school, and I really didn't have an idea of what I wanted to do for a career, but I know I did really enjoy the social aspects of high school, so being around people and helping people did enter into my zeitgeist, I suppose. I started here in the College of Arts, Science, and Letters, and coming from 12 years of Catholic school, I didn't know that skipping class was even a thing or even possible, and when coming to the U-Mall and learning how to play euchre, it seemed quite easy to skip class, and my father was none too happy when I got my first semester grades along with a letter from the dean of the School of Castle telling him that he didn't think that my focus on scholastics was at a high enough level. My father was very smart. He said, son, you're going to be working, and I know you've got some money saved, so I reimburse for A's and B's. Anything below a B, I don't reimburse, you're paying for. So it didn't take me long to buckle down and start getting some good grades. Although I was a little ahead of my time, I turned a 4-year degree into a 5-year accounting degree before that was even required. So. But I did enjoy my time at U of M-Dearborn and really didn't want to leave, which is why as soon as I got hired into a public accounting firm, the very first thing I did was go to the recruiting department and say, how quickly can I get back on U of M Dearborn campus and start recruiting some of the excellent accounting students that they were growing there. And that was 34 years ago, and I still can't wait to get back on this campus whenever I can. I say one thing to my children every morning when they leave for school, and that is be a Patterson leader today. I encourage them to be a Patterson leader today, and they roll their eyes and they look at me, and I follow it with learn a lot, have fun, and help your friends. And unknowingly, there is a line of service in there, and my daughter has gotten wise in the last couple of weeks and turned it back on me and says, "You too, Dad." So thank you all. I really, really appreciate this recognition. I didn't know about the video either, but I'm very honored to be here. Go Blue, go Dearborn.
Thank you. Our next award is the Graduate of the Last Decade Alum of the Year Award. As the name suggests, this award is given to a graduate who celebrated their commencement within the last 10 years. They distinguish themselves through their connections to the university or efforts in the community, and have also begun to distinguish themselves in their chosen profession. This year's Graduate of the Last Decade Alum of the Year, Jagruti Dandi, is quickly making her mark and leaving a positive legacy. Jagruti is a leader in sustainable mobility with a master's in industrial and manufacturing systems engineering from U of M Dearborn. While on campus, she was an international student ambassador and contributed to the university community by guiding prospective students, showcasing facilities, and mentoring her peers. At Rivian Automotive, she is the technical program manager, leading the body closure subsystems for electric vehicles. She oversees timing, cost, quality, and design, successfully launching the electric delivery van and implementing a full suite ERP system early in her career. Jagruti actively engages in community service and professional development, mentoring for DECA, Skills USA, and LEAP Canada. Her global contributions include involvement with the International Career Expo and public lectures. A published author and sought-after speaker, she is a passionate advocate for STEM education, using her expertise to shape the future of sustainable transportation. Let's hear a bit more about how Jagruti has influenced her peers through mentorship and by being an inspiring leader.
I know Jagruti actually from 6 years before when she first joined our program. What has always inspired me about Jagruti is that her unwavering commitment to making a difference, not just through her work, but also in the lives of those around her. I vividly recall that instance during her graduate studies, when she took time to mentor a group of other classmates in the same class, as well as undergraduate students in the same classroom who were struggling with their projects. So her patience, clear guidance, and motivation words transformed their outlook, leading to a successful project. I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations and the deepest gratitude to you, Jagruti. You've not only been an extraordinary student, but also an inspiring leader and a change maker. You deserve this award, not only for your academic and professional accomplishments, but for the meaningful and lasting impact you've made on our community and the campus. Thank you, Jagruti, for your dedication, vision, and for being the incredible person that you are. Your journey fills us with pride and we eagerly anticipate the remarkable future that lies ahead for you. And thank you for being an UM-Dearborn difference maker.
Please join me in congratulating Jagruti, U of M Dearborn's 2024 Graduate of the Last Decade Alum of the Year. Unfortunately, she was not able to join us tonight, but I know we have a couple members of her family who are here to accept on her behalf. Please welcome her husband and her mother.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of my wife, Jagruti, I am honored to accept this prestigious Difference Maker Award from the University of Michigan-Dearborn. While she deeply regrets not being able to be here in person due to unforeseen visa complications, I know how much this award means to her and how humbled she feels to be recognized among such an incredible group of individuals. My wife has always been driven by her passion to make a difference. This award is a testament to her hard work, dedication, and the impact she has had on the lives of others. I want to take a moment to express her gratitude to this university, the selection committee, and everyone involved in this program. The support of the faculty, staff, and students of the University of Michigan-Dearborn has always been invaluable to her journey. My wife believes in making a difference in a sustainable way. She was working in developing electric vehicles before with Rivian and recently started a startup called Green Earth, encouraging transformation of sustainable and environment-friendly lifestyle products in USA and Canada. In closing, I know she would also want to dedicate this award to her family, friends, mentors, and who have always supported and believed in her. Thank you again. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. I am Lalita Dhande, Jagruti's mother. I am overwhelmed by pride and joy as I accept this award on the behalf of my daughter Jagruti. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to University of Michigan-Dearborn for recognizing her hard work. I also would like to thank to her professors and all the mentors for their valuable guidance and support. And to my daughter, congratulations, Beta. I am very proud of you. This award is a reflection of your tireless hard work. Thank you, University of Dearborn. I am grateful to be part of this community. Thank you.
University of Michigan-Dearborn created the University of Michigan-Dearborn Alumni Business of the Year Award to highlight the amazing work that alumni-owned businesses are doing in our communities. To introduce the 2024 Alumni Business of the Year Award, please welcome to the stage Chancellor Domenico Grasso. Do Amico. Please. I'm going to get this right. Thank you so much.
First, I'll just pronounce my name. So it's Domenico Grasso, but so many people stumble over it, and I typically joke because the most common mispronunciation is Domenico Grasso, and I don't mind that on St. Patrick's Day, Dominique O Grasso. I can go by that, but the rest of the year I typically go by Domenico. But I do want to give a big round of applause to Sherry Hunter for doing such a terrific job emceeing. I also would like to, before I start, I would like to give Cassandra and her team another round of applause because they put all this together and they've done a terrific job. And finally, I'd like to thank our friends at Picasso for an outstanding job in catering and service this evening. I would, before I introduce the business of the year, I just want to say a couple of things because I have the microphone and I can do that. And the first thing is we know about our branch campus in Ann Arbor. And that campus is a campus that characterizes itself by excellence, of course, as we do, but they also characterize themselves by exclusion, because they are very selective in who they admit. They could admit the same entering class 4 times over with the same credentials. So that is a terrific position to be in. But we are a campus of opportunity. We give opportunities to folks that have enormous potential and don't necessarily have the same entitlements or backgrounds or privileges that some of the students that attend other selective universities do. And you could see by the award winners that have come up on stage tonight, these are students that came here by and large with modest means and have punched well above their starting weights and have done a terrific job. So I just want to thank, again, the terrific individuals that not only crossed the stage, but everybody on this campus that helped them get to the positions that they're in today. And I also want to say one more thing, because some of you, this may be the first time you're in this building or even perhaps on this campus, but this is the Tony England, it's in large letters, engineering building, lab building. And the reason I want to bring this to your attention is because for those of you who don't know, Tony was a former dean of engineering, the dean just before Ghassan Cridley is dean, and he was one of the original Apollo astronauts. And Tony was in large part responsible for, he was in mission control when Apollo 13 had their crisis. And he was in large part responsible for creating the lithium hydroxide canisters that clean the air to allow the astronauts to return safely. And I bring this up because I'm sure you've all watched Tom Hanks and Apollo 13, or if you haven't, you should go home and watch it. And, but Netflix just released a new documentary called Apollo 13 Survival. And in that, it's actual footage from Apollo 13, including mission control. And when they get to the part where you see them putting together the lithium hydroxide canister, if you look to the far left of the screen, you'll see Tony England. The real Tony England, not the actor in the movie. And also, there'll be a voiceover of someone communicating those directions to the capsule, and that's Tony's voice. So this is the building that we've dedicated to Tony, who was Dean of Engineering here, and he's another terrific individual that we can claim as one of our own. But now, I'd like to do something that is a sweet pleasure for me, and that is introduce the Business of the Year Award winner for our campus. Shatila Bakery, founded by Riyadh Shatila in 1979 in Dearborn, began as a small shop on Warren Road, offering authentic Mediterranean sweets. In the late 1990s, Riyadh expanded the bakery, opening a larger establishment with national and international shipping. In 1995, the Arab Chaldean Council awarded him the Entrepreneur of the Year Award for his contributions to the community. After Riyadh's passing in 2013, his family, including his daughters, UM-Dearborn alumni, Nada Shantilla and Tanya Shantilla, took over the business. Today, Shantilla Bakery has locations in West Bloomfield and Dearborn Heights. The bakery has received numerous accolades, including the Saveur magazine's Best Ice Cream in America, Vote for the Best's #1 in Middle Eastern Bakery, Wall Street Journal's America's Best Baklava, and was 2024 James Beard Award semifinalist for Outstanding Bakery. They've been featured in Bon Appetit magazine and included in Food and Wine's list of the top 100 best bakeries in America. And before we show the video, I just want to say that my path crossed with Chantella many decades ago, because when I was a professor at the University of UConn, University of Connecticut, I was asked to edit a journal, and I became the editor-in-chief of this journal. And every year, the publisher of the journal would send all the editors for all their journals a big tray of Chantella pastries. And I thought, wow, this is a great gift for being the editor of this journal. I never thought that I'd have the opportunity not only to be in the town where Chantella is and frequent it as much as I do, but to meet the folks that were responsible for this. So now let's take a look at this video that talks about how they came to be.
Chantella is such a beautiful beating heart for the city of Dearborn. No matter where you travel in the world, if you say you're from Dearborn, do you know Chantella? The answer is always an immediate yes. But when you look at the story of Tanya and Neda's father and how he started the company, what it's grown into today, it's just one of those institutions that make Dearborn what it really is. I think for a lot of us that knew Tanya and Neda back in undergrad, you knew from the get-go that they were going places. These were very motivated people, very driven, and there was just this sense of class about everything that they did. The way that they carried themselves, you just knew that they had a heart for business and they were going to go on to do big things in our communities. Well, I live in Dearborn Heights, and we're thrilled that we've got a new Chantella location in our city. But you look at what they're doing internationally, where they're shipping across the United States, just that ability to think outside of the box, it's a testament to the leadership that Tanya and Neda bring to the table.
To Neda and Tanya, congratulations on the recognition at the University of Michigan-Dearborn. It has been a privilege, not only as mayor, but as somebody who grew up along yourselves and your family, as somebody who knows the contributions that the Chantella family has made, not only to the city of Dearborn, but to Michigan and frankly this country. You define what it means to be active participants, strong community partners, and we're thankful for all that you do each and every single day. So from the city of Dearborn and from myself, thank you so much and congratulations.
Tanya, Neda, congratulations on your recognition this year. It's no surprise to any of us that you've enjoyed the success that you have, and we're so excited about where you'll be in the years to come. And thank you for being a UM-Dearborn difference maker.
Tanya and Neda, please join me.
Good evening, everyone. We are incredibly grateful and very humbled to be here tonight with you all, with so many hardworking, successful alumni. It's such an honor for us to be receiving this distinguished award tonight. Chantella Bakery has been a landmark in the city of Dearborn for over 45 years, and that wouldn't be possible without the continued support of our community. Our University of Michigan education has helped us also learn the tools to expand our father's business and take on a leadership role in present and future years to come. We are thankful for this wonderful institute and the professors who inspired us to work harder, get smarter, and reach for our dreams.
Good evening. This is similar to the teachings that our father, Riyad Chantella, who established Chantella Bakery in 1979, and who taught us to never give up and to follow the American dream, which he did himself. We would also like to thank our wonderful employees, some of who are here with us tonight, If we could give them a round of applause, please. They have been contributing tirelessly and passionately to the growth of our business. We hope to continue expanding the bakery and to keep our father's legacy alive, now and always. Thank you again for this distinguished honor, and go Blue.
This event, this is the final award we're going to give tonight, and the event wouldn't be complete if we didn't honor our 2024 Distinguished Alum of the Year across all disciplines. The award honors a graduate with exceptional achievements in their profession, outstanding contributions to the field, and extraordinary dedication to the community. Dr. Sadaf Lodi has been a practicing OBGYN in New York for over 20 years and is committed to empowering and educating women. Dreaming of being a doctor since the age of 5, she recently founded a concierge medical practice in New York and a telehealth practice in Michigan. As founder and CEO of FemV Health, she focuses on female health, sexual and menopausal health, and intimacy coaching. Sadaf has been a TEDx speaker and is a board-certified OBGYN and sexual health specialist, certified as an executive coach from Rutgers University. She graduated with honors in biochemistry from UM-Dearborn and earned her medical degree in osteopathic medicine from Michigan State University and completed her residency in the state of Michigan. Sadaf is a Menopause Society certified practitioner, an International Society for the Study of Women Sexual Health Fellow, and holds certifications in sexuality counseling and education from the University of Michigan School of Social Work. Sadaf has been a board examiner for the American Osteopathic Board of OBGYN since 2008 and serves on the Diversity Committee for the North American Society for Psychosocial Obstetrics and Gynecology. Sadaf hosts the International Muslim Sex Podcast discussing various topics without judgment or taboo. In 2022, I had the honor of being interviewed on this podcast, and I have to say that I enjoy mentioning that at cocktail parties, that I was on the Muslim Sex Podcast because it raises quite a few eyebrows. A vocal champion for U of M-Dearborn, Sadaf supports Michigan alumni events in New York City and recently accepted an alumni volunteer leadership role for our upcoming campaign, Look to Michigan, where she will be on the Campaign Leadership Council. Let's pause now and hear more about Sadaf's wonderful trajectory.
I have known Dr. Sadaf Lodi for more than 20 years. Initially as my resident in training in OBGYN and specifically in the field of reproductive endocrinology and infertility. She is very high caliber individual, very hard working. She has tremendous compassion and empathy in caring for her patients. And on top of that, she had this analytical mind that always searching for answers to help her patients. Dr. Lodi Sadaf, I am so happy to hear about what you were able to achieve over the years. I'm also very glad to hear that you received this prestigious award, which is well deserved. Congratulations, Sadaf, and best wishes to you and your family. And thank you for being a UM-Dearborn difference maker.
Dr. Lodi.
Well, thank you. I, of course, didn't know that Dr. Abu-Zaid was going to be talking. Thank you. Sorry. Okay. Good evening, and thank you very much for this prestigious award. I'm truly honored and humbled by this recognition. Our stories are what shape and lead us to become who we are. My story began as an immigrant, to immigrant parents who worked hard to provide for their family. They prioritized education for their children. I was grateful to have gotten into the University of Michigan-Dearborn because that meant I didn't have to live away from home, but still had access to a Michigan education. My passion was always to empower and educate women, as I felt often their voices were not heard. I am grateful for the foundation that University of Michigan laid down for me to help become the physician advocate that I am today. Thank you to my late father, who took a chance on himself and created this life for me. Sorry. My mother that stayed at home and took care of us. Thank you to my siblings and my spouses for always supporting me. Thank you to my husband who patiently stood and stands by me, and to my children who always cheer me on. Thank you to my professors and physician mentors for guiding me, and some who are here today. Thank you to my friends that came to celebrate this accomplishment with me. I am grateful for all of you, including Dr. Dominica Grasso, Cassandra Ulrich, and Michelle Falshier, for being a part of my life. Oh, gosh. Sorry. Our stories are what shape us, and I know that my story began here at the University of Michigan and is not finished. Thank you, and congratulations to all my fellow recipients. Go Blue, go Dearborn.
That was so moving and touching. And Chancellor Domenico Grasso? Thank you for your graciousness. That was so kind of you. Let's hear a round of applause for our alumni difference makers. I know I speak for everyone when I say we are proud and honored to call you U of M-Dearborn alumni. You are outstanding. You are role models for our students, and you epitomize what is best about our university. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this evening. Have a great night and safe travels home. Go Blue and go Dearborn.